Times are tough. The economy is stagnant, unemployment is rife, and South Africans are really struggling. Getting a loan can be difficult, so looking for help online seems to be the way to go. And there's so many sites, you're spoiled for choice.
But do online websites mislead some consumers?
I was recently divorced. The ex-wife said she wanted me to buy her out or return the vehicle to her as is. It was my only means of transport to get to work and to home, obviously. So being a blacklisted customer, I didn't have a lot of avenues to go to.
I used to work for a small company in Rivonia. I was retrenched last year. I thought they were going to help me secure a loan and help me with my burdens, but nothing came about.
Knowing that we were heading into December, it is a quiet patch. Being in real estate, you're on a commission basis. That makes it a lot more difficult to get a loan. So online is the next option.
Although they applied on different sites, they all connected to one company, Lifestyle Legal. The application looks the same as applying for a loan through the bank, and before submitting you have to click the terms and conditions, and therein lies the small print.
When you do a loan search, these extremely sophisticated websites pop up with terms and conditions running to 14 pages. They even quote the Consumer Protection Act.
You go online, you fill in your details, you read further down, you click, and all of a sudden you have ordered a package. That comes in an email. So it says, you've now authorized us to supply you with a package at this fee. There I stopped. So I thought by stopping and not responding to that email, I have now killed the problem, which obviously wasn't the case, because straight after that, I got another one saying they will be debiting my account with the initial fee, which was $3.99, and thereafter it would be $99. There we sent an immediate email out again.
I came upon a company called LoanQuest, which said quick and easy loans, and they actually stipulated for blacklisted customers as well. Did the online application under the impression I'm applying for a loan now.
So when did you get a big fright?
At the end of the month, I've suddenly noticed that there was a deduction of almost 500 Rand on my account, which I didn't authorize. I was already looking for money. I wasn't looking to pay out any money.
The next month they made another attempt.
Literally just changed the number by 1 digit to have the debit order go through.
When Ronald discovered he wasn't getting a loan and had signed up for a service package, he immediately tried to cancel.
They give you a week in which to cancel the application, which I tried to do. I even tried to phone them, but the email addresses come back as unfound, and the phones just ring and ring and ring. Eventually a week goes by, and then they start with their debits.
No one who contacted Carte Blanche got a loan. Instead, they had signed up for legal advice, ranging from conveyancing to wills, a package they were locked into for a year. Then the SMSs begin. You have 24 hours to settle, and because they alleged you cancelled the package by reversing the stop order, they add a bunch of penalties. The barrage is relentless, and many people end up being blacklisted.
It wasn't even 3 weeks. The first email came. I'm in breach of contract. I owe them 1,826 Rand and 16 cents. And the threat was there immediately that if I don't pay them within 24 hours, they're going to take punitive action.
And then at least 3 times a week, sometimes twice a day, you get a letter from them saying, would you like to be summoned? Would you like to be blacklisted? Please pay this amount.
The letters of demand arrive from a company called Lifestyle Legal with a draft summons attached. It all looks very official and threatening, and most people are taken in. But if you look carefully, there's no number on the summons and it's not signed. If you call in to find out what is going on, they say you ticked the terms and conditions, so there's nothing you can do. It's at this point that many people pay.
They are not legitimate, these documents. For a summons to be legitimate, it has to be issued by the specific court, so it'll have the details of the court as well as the case number, and it'll be served through the sheriff's office.
𝗀𝗵𝗶𝘀 of the Stellenbosch Law Clinic says they're investigating a class action because thousands of people have been hit since 2015.
So are these sites unethical or illegal?
In our opinion, both. Unethical from the point of view that it's simply not justifiable the way that people are being clearly misled. And it's also illegal. It contravenes the Consumer Protection Act, contravenes definitely sections in the Electronic Communication Transactions Act, probably contravenes sections of the Companies Act.
These loan sites are registered to this man, Melanda, 12 in total. and they all appear to cede their claims to Lifestyle Legal, also registered under Melanda. So if you're not caught by one website, you're likely to be referred to another. The letters of demand, draft summons and call centre are all run by Lifestyle Legal. And despite the name, it's not a registered law firm.
Sean, what are they demanding now?
Well, now they're wanting their 1,500 Rand cancellation fee for the package that I ordered.
How much do you owe the bank at this stage?
5,107 Rand. And that is from October to now, with reversals of debit orders, transaction fees, administration fees, because they're having to reverse amounts that aren't getting paid. I couldn't have any money going into that account in the fear that Loan Up would take it.
The National Consumer Commission has received more than 600 complaints regarding these loan sites since 2016. Yet the saga has dragged on despite their investigations.
𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗃, spokesperson for the National Consumer Commission, says they've been investigating Melanda and associates for 4 years. His sites are breaking many parts of the Consumer Protection Act, but because they only have powers to investigate, and it's a consumer tribunal that prosecutes, they tried to resolve the problem directly.
We have contacted their attorneys. Their attorneys initially promised to have a sit down with us. We were then given the runaround and told that let's meet in Cape Town. We were then informed at the last minute that no, the client is no longer available. And actually since 2016, they have not responded to any of our emails, any of our requests. They only requested from us in our correspondence that we provide them with proof that there is an actual investigation. And we've done that. And then all of a sudden, they disappeared.
Judging from Facebook and Hello Peter, thousands have been caught. We approached Melanda for his side of the story.
We've tried calling Damian Melanda a number of times. We've sent SMSs and emails, but just no response. We'll have to try and meet him in Cape Town.
Having still not heard from Mr. Melanda, we hope to catch him before he left for work.
Could we speak to Mr. Melanda?
Yes, already go to work.
We've been told that Mr. Melanda left home in a bakkie with a colleague. Whether he's here at the office at Lifestyle House, we're about to find out. Now they can see us here. We've seen 3 members of staff, but certainly not made to feel welcome. And we're looking for Mr. Melanda.
Unfortunately, he's not here today.
Do you know where he is?
No, I don't.
Who would you say the person is under Mr. Melanda? You can give us that.
No further questions.
Can you speak to them and say, look, Carte Blanche is here. They want an interview regarding all the complaints. Not easy to find anybody to speak to. I mean, can you imagine what it's like for the clients? We've just heard that Damian Melanda has returned to his home in Durbanville in a blue bakkie, and the search continues. And all we really want is to hear his side of the story. Good. Is Mr. Melanda here, please?
Sorry, he's not in.
Not in?
No.
Where is he? Do you know?
He's gone out to business, I think. I don't want to do any interviews, sorry for that.
Eventually, Mr. Melanda declined an on-camera interview and replied in writing. Our sites do not offer loans, but a complimentary service of referring people to accredited loan providers. Our services and charges are clearly visible on every page of the websites. We deny people don't get loans, but it's not our responsibility, as we are simply a referral service. We deny breaking any laws and are unaware of people not being able to cancel in the cooling off period. The next step is for the National Consumer Tribunal to lay charges against Lifestyle Legal and all the associated loan sites.
Why has it taken more than 4 years?
Legal process is unfortunately not an overnight process. We will have a substantial amount of evidence showing the tribunal that this conduct has been ongoing, showing that these are the interventions that we staged, and that basically there was total disregard for the law.
Melanda says we are unaware of any outstanding matters with the NCC. But the constant harassment is wearing Ronald down. he's received over 20 draft court summonses.
2 years later down the line, they're still sending demands.
Our advice would be at this stage is simply to ignore those threats, since they have no legal binding effect. And then secondly, keep a very good written record of what exactly is transpiring.
Does it surprise you that these websites have been operating for so long?
Derek, it does. Yes, it's small amounts. I know ignorance is not an excuse, but if you're desperate, you will do anything to get yourself back on top. And I think this is how they caught us.